Hello and welcome guys to the Study Gems by Team Nogar. I am Tanefaleka. First, I want to thank you guys for showing your amazing support on the previous lectures. Those who have not seen the previous lectures for the Flutter sessions, okay, I will provide the link in the description. You can watch it there. Now, let's move forward to our fourth and the last session of the Flutter, that is Firebase. Now, what is Firebase? So, Firebase is a platform which provides backend services. Now you will say, what is the backend? Okay, backend is the part of your web or mobile app which interacts with the server. Okay, and now you have also heard of the word that is front end. What is front end? Front end is a part which interacts with the user. In your previous session, you have created the Flutter UI. Okay. That was the part of the front end. Okay. Now let's move forward. First, to install the Firebase, you will need to make sure that your system have Node. Okay. Now, what's Node? The Node is a runtime environment for your JavaScript. Okay. Node dash dash version. You can check it like this. Okay. Here you can see it's displaying version 22.14.0. So those who cannot see the version, they will have to install the Node first. Okay, search Node.js, then click on the first link. Okay, click here only, then download the Node.js. Since my system already have Node, I will cancel the installation. Okay, you will follow the next steps. Next, let's move to the Firebase. First, let me introduce you to the Firebase. Then we will focus on installing it. So here you can see Firebase will help us to make our app better and connect with the backend. Okay. Here you can also see where you can use your Firebase. Now, if you want to see any of the documents related to Firebase, here you can see all of them. Now, search add Firebase to Flutter. Okay. Click on the first link. Look, install your preferred editor. We have done it in our previous session. Okay, now, install the Flutter SDK. We have also done it and sign into Firebase. Okay. For signing into your Firebase, you will just need to go to Google Console. Okay, and get started with the first project. Okay, give any random name here. We are just doing this for the signing up purpose. It's creating our project. uh, let's make a note that I will be deliberately running into some errors so that if anyone fails them, you can see how to solve the errors. Okay, so we will not continue currently. So now, first you have to install the Firebase CLI. Okay, what is CLI? CLI is a command line interface through which you can directly access your Firebase. Okay. Now click on it. You can see the instructions to install the Firebase CLI. The next page. Okay. Here you can see why we install the Node.js so that we can install our Firebase CLI easily with just one instruction. Okay. Now copy the code. Okay. Open your favorite editor. Okay. Create your Flutter new app. Give it any name of your choice. Okay. Now open the terminal. Okay. You can now paste the command with just right click. Okay. Now I paste it, and I have faced an error while installing the Node.js. So what will I do? I will just copy the path. Okay. Go to the folder. Here you can see PowerShell file, and you can delete it. Continue. Now your command will run. I am not doing any magic here, guys. I just press the up key, up arrow key, so that I can visit the last instruction. So here it's installing. If you see any type of error like this npm.ps1, okay, if you see ps1 file, you will directly delete the file so that you can move forward. Okay, we will also face the similar error while installing the Firebase CLI. Now wait for a couple of minutes, and here you can see our flutterfire CLI is installed. Okay. Now what's the next step? Go to our previous page. Now you will have to log in into your Firebase. Okay, simply copy and paste here. You have already faced the same error before. Okay, now you know how to solve the error. Copy the path. Okay, make notice that I am just copying the path before the file name. Okay, then I will paste it similarly and delete the PowerShell file. Okay, make sure you don't delete any other file. Okay, check before you are kindly check that you are deleting the PowerShell file. You can check it through properties. Okay, here you can see file type, that is Windows PowerShell script. Okay, now you will delete the file. Now we will rerun the command, and here again. Okay, so we will allow it. Yes, allow. Choose your account. Okay, continue. Okay, allow. Whoa, Firebase CLI login successful. Okay, copy the command. Okay, activate the flutterfire CLI. Paste it. So here you can see we got an warning here. Everyone should notice this warning, okay? So what does this say? It is not in your path, okay? So what we will have to do? You have already learned how we set the path. Search. First we will copy this. Copy. Then search. Edit. System environment variable. Okay. Environment variables. This is not a new thing for you now. Double click on it. Okay. So okay. Okay. Now what does it say? Now we will move to our project which I have previously created. Okay. Here you can see different types of apps. So click on the Flutter. We have installed the Firebase CLI, installed the Flutter SDK, created the Flutter project. Click on the next command. Okay, activated the flutterfire CLI, set the path. Now what we will have to do? We will have to run this command to link our Flutter app with the our Firebase project. Okay. Now what will this command do? This command will create a Firebase options.dart file which will have all the configurations about your Firebase. Okay. It will be created in the lib folder. Okay. Now let's see. Now we paste the command. We will select the platform. Currently, we will select just Android and iOS since we are not Visual Studio installed. So now here you can see your Firebase option file, okay, your ID for the Android and iOS app. Now we have to add the Firebase core dependency. So in the previous lecture, you have learned how to add the dependency. Okay. So now type flutter pub app firebase dash COI code and hit the enter command. Now error is gone. Okay. So congratulations, your app is now connected with the Firebase. So you will say, how will I know my app is connected with the Firebase? Okay. Can you show me some? Okay. So we will try to do the right operation on the Firebase database. So click here, go to your console and click on the build. Okay. Here you can see Firestore database. Click on it. Till the loads, we will check for Fire this data this DOCUM. So Here you can see Firestore. Click on it, get started, and we'll choose the Flutter. Now first, we have come to Firestore database. We'll need to create the database. Okay, choose any region. I'm choosing this. Next. Always remember, you need to start in the test mode. Okay, then next. So it is creating your database. You should know that the database for the Firebase is a NoSQL database. Okay, what does mean the NoSQL? The one which not use SQL. What is the SQL database? SQL database is a type of database which uses rows and columns to store the data. Okay, while it uses collection and documents to store the data. Let me show you how. Here I created collection name users users. Okay, document ID we will generate auto ID user name. Okay, username. Suppose my username is student. Next and save. Here you can see collection student document and you can see the fields. Now let's move to the documentation. So here we can see a command to add cloud Firestore to dependency. Copy it. Now you will need to paste it. So you can see our new dependency is added. Now what does it say? We will need to do a write operation. Okay, so come here. Here it is telling us about the documents collections, sub collections. Okay, it's in detail. So you can see it later. I will just do a simple write operation. So copy this and in the main counter इस जगह हम कर देंगे इसको और हमारा क्या है इंपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा put और here we write the final. Okay. Then we'll set the variable a JSON file, sorry, a JSON data, which is map string comma string. Here you can see a map. Okay. We will set this data in our Firebase. So paste it, set it, and then this is the function which we use to set the data in Firebase. Okay. So Control S. Okay. One more thing, in the void main, you have to change this void main. Like here you can see you have to write await function. Okay, so let me tell you about await and async function. So when you have to wait for something connection to the server, okay, you use the await function. Fix. You use the await function so that your app may wait till the function run. Okay, so we have done it. Now we will just need to run that. So let me on my emulator resize it. Let's so here we can see the document collection cities. Okay, inside we will be able to see LA document and then the info about it. Okay, here you can see LA and the country USA name and state. Okay, so congratulations, guys, you have done your right operation on the Firebase database. Okay, so that's all for the today's session. Thanks for showing us your amazing support. I think hope we will meet in the interviews. Bye bye.